Good afternoon. My name is Dominic Okia, an MMM participant in Umuahia, Abia State. I'm here to talk about the ideology of MMM. MMM is a community of ordinary people who have come together to liberate themselves from financial shackles. And then before we proceed further on the ideology of MMM, I would like us to take it a step at a time. It's only natural for us to ask the question, what is MMM? MMM, as you can see, is not a bank. MMM does not collect your money. MMM is not an online business. It's not hype, investment, or a multi-level marketing program. MMM is a community where people help each other. MMM gives you a technical platform which helps millions of participants worldwide to connect to those who need help, to those who are ready to provide help for free. All transfer funds to another participant are your help given by your own goodwill to another one, absolutely gratis. If you are completely confident and set in your actions and make up your mind to participate, we kindly ask you to study carefully all the warnings and that we can go on to discuss that. So what is trying to say here is MMM is not a bank. So people don't, when we talk about them, we don't want to give people the mindset that they are going into an investment platform where they drop money just for dropping sake, like the way they deal with other financial institutions and expect to get returns on investment. MMM is much more than that. It's a community of selfless service, the community built on honesty and trust. And then we go forward to look at the diagram. How does it work? If MMM is all that we've said, the community where people exchange money from one person to the other by way of free voluntary donation, it has to work in some way. How does it work? From the diagram, we can see that this money keeps passing from one person to the other, from one person to the other. So Mr. A gives help to Mr. B, who needs help, and at a given time, Mr. B will also get help, and someone else gives Mr. B help. So it has to do with people giving help to each other within a community. It's a peer-to-peer donation process. And then so the diagram explains it all. So when we look at it, MMM is a community of people providing help to each other, providing each other financial help on the principle of gratuitousness, reciprocity, and benevolence. In MMM, you do not have to make contracts or pledge your property. In MMM, there are no lenders and no debtors. Everything is simple. One participant asks for help, another one helps. The only thing MMM demands from a participant is to be honest and kind to each other. You ask for financial help when you need it, you give financial help when you are able to do it. So this explains it all. MMM is a community where people provide help to each other. It's a very simple platform. You give help and provide help. So everything is voluntary, based on benevolence, reciprocity, and gratuitousness. Now, what is the ideology? As we know, everything in life has a reason for its existence. MMM was founded by Sergei Mavodi, a Russian businessman and humanitarian, as I call him, who saw the need to liberate the ordinary person from financial enslavement. He called it financial apocalypse. He saw a situation whereby bankers and bank owners exploit the ordinary citizens, take their monies from them, give them high interest rates, very low interest rates, and then give this money to big entrepreneurs and businessmen at a very high interest rate. And the difference in this interest rate, they use it to live luxurious lives. And then that was not fair. And we are told also that money is an exchange, is a value for labor, a reward for labor. But then if money is a reward for labor, the question will be, how come those who work hard and they are ordinary live very peasantry life, while the bank owners and owners of financial institutions live very affluent lives? That's a good question. But so we go back to ideology. The modern world is bad. It is inhuman, unfair, and unjust. This is the world of money. It's not for people. It's for those who produce this money. For bankers and financiers, government, and millionaires. And people are mere pawns in this game. They just serve them as attendants. Why do bankers work less and earn 100 times more? That is the question. Because if money is a work for labor, how come a banker works less? And yet the ordinary man that works more earns less? That's a good question. What lies behind the social welfare, labor? But why do bankers live 100 times more than common people who work really hard? Do the bankers work harder? Definitely they don't. In addition, they do not even produce any material value as opposed to the workers. Why then the difference in income is so enormous? Many wonder with all sincerity now, reading this, well, a banker and a worker, they cannot be compared. The banker, the head of the bank, he has power over money and is well connected. And we ordinary people, having no power over or clout, naturally, the banker lives better than we do. Meanwhile, there is nothing natural here. The point is that everyone got used to this state of affairs and takes it as a matter of course. People believe that this is the way of the world, that a banker has to live better and it cannot be otherwise. But in reality, things are different and the situation has changed thanks to MM. So MM is saying actually that if we perceive, if the idea, the wrong idea has been sold to the world that it's natural for the banker to live better, then he's saying that it's not natural because everyone has provided an alternative to make the ordinary man live as good as a banker, if not better, where he can voluntarily donate his money to somebody who needs help and then get help at the stipulated time when another person is apportioned to give him help. Now, MMM operates on rules, very basic rules. One of the first and cardinal principles or rules of MMM is honesty. And you can see it's repeated severally here. You have honesty and again honesty. This is the main principle of MMM. Honesty, openness, and trust. These are the three ways on which this system stands. So because MMM deals with people, members of the community, you don't necessarily have to know the person you're going to be matched to give money to, give the help to. So he has to run on trust and honesty, transparency and openness. That is the cardinal principle of us. So this is a humanitarian effort by Sergio Mavrodi to elevate the shackles of the ordinary man who has been exploited over the years by bankers and bank owners. Now the rate of GH, which is get help, should always be more than the PH. That's the second point. As much as you have more PH coming in, the community continues to get stronger. The third rule is that the participant or member of the community is not allowed to have multiple accounts. This is highly unacceptable. You can make several pledges or donations, voluntary donations to provide help, but you cannot open several accounts. Like we said, it's not an investment company. It's not a financial institution. It's a community of selfless service. What are the benefits? Of course, there must be benefits of everyone. If it's going to alleviate the shackles of poverty from the ordinary people or give them financial freedom to dictate the place as to who they want to give their money to and when they want to get their money back, it has to run with certain benefits. One of the such benefits is registration bonus. When you register in the system, you get $20, between $20 to $100 as present. Wow, no other institution can give this. And then when you look at the other one again, you look at, you see, not every worker will contribute their own money as well, otherwise it's not put apart. They're just talking about the same thing. Now let me explain this briefly. When you register between, let's look at Nigeria now, we register from 20,000 to about 169,000, you have a present from MMM, credit to your Marvel, $20, and then of course the usual 30% that runs for a certain period. And then of course when you register, when you pledge from 170 to about 1 million, you get $50 as present, a first time registration bonus, and of course the usual 30%. And then when you pledge or you voluntarily donate from 1.1 million till about 2.2, which is the maximum for now, you get $100 as your present, and your usual 30%. Then you referral bonus. You get 10% from all deposits of the participant invited. Inviting new members into the community is your additional contribution to its development. So what it's trying to say is that as you bring in people into the community gets bigger, and you are rewarded by that same community. Wow, no other place gives this. They rewarded 10% from this same community element for bringing somebody, and this 10% grows an interest of 30%, over a given period. So this is beautiful. That's what everyone stands for, to alleviate the enslavement, the financial enslavement and impoverishment of the ordinary person. And then that's what we can take for now. What can we just say? We can only say long live Sergio Mavrodi, long live MMM. Together we change the world.